Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Newsgram. Do what you love. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Celebrate life. See the world. Try to see the good in everything. How many other good pieces of advice can you think of? Today we're going to look at a man who embodies everything I just said. He's a world traveler. He's an author. And he's a poet with a friendly voice. His name is Jef Harris. And on his website he writes, "Poetry not only speaks from the soul, but also from the spirit of a living God dwelling inside, who sometimes permits the soul to speak." I love that. And he's just written a book called First Poem of Words.
The book is like a celebration of words.
Which explains the cover. It's word art. You've seen collages of words before. Jeff's book cover is one of those. It's filled with words that have a double meaning and words that are fun to say, like sing, moon, Massachusetts, peeled, penetrant, passion, mask, and survival. When you open it up and start reading, you find that it's not just a collection of words. It's exactly what Jeff just said a minute ago. It's a celebration of words.
And each poem is like a story. It's just a short story. And the reader has to fill in the blanks.
Yeah, it's that too. So let's take a look. Here's the first poem, and it's titled Paris, 1980. The street was too narrow. The bus was too big. And you parked like a toddler. The driver couldn't back us out of that crooked lane. He had to go forward. It took 4 of us to pick up your Renault and sit on the sidewalk. I'm sure you must have been shocked mute when you saw your car up 4 and over 18 inches. Sorry, we didn't leave you a note. You wouldn't have liked our reprimand for lousy parking and inconsideration. Besides, we couldn't write it in French then. C'est la vie. Sommes-nous pardonnés? You're going to have to pardon my French there, but at the bottom of the poem, he's translated it so that you can see what it means. And the French words mean, that's life, and are we forgiven? I just thought that was hilarious. Who hasn't been in that situation? Plus, I'm from Chicago, and when I found out Jeff was from Chicago too, it made total sense. You know exactly what happened there. They lifted and moved a guy's Renault Le Car in order to park a bus. And the ending of the poem is the note that they couldn't leave because they didn't know how to write it in French back then. I wonder if that guy read this poem. That'd be pretty funny to find out. Anyway, all the poems aren't this short and simple. I picked this one because I liked the story and I wanted to share it. But here's one read by the author himself, Jef Harris.
This poem is called Lead Me. And it's actually a lyric to a song that I composed and wrote. But I love the way the words sound here. Lead me. Through darkness that surrounds me, evil coaxing my hostility, temptations overwhelming, borderline hatred in my heart. Far beyond laughing demons, dangling my desires from a string. They want to take my soul away. They promise everything. As their loathing feeds me, lead me, lead me. Past the ignorance that delays me, trust that now betrays me. Pain of realizing all those faces aren't of prophets. Mere devils masked so saintly, flashing hope before my eyes. I'm lured to accept their passion, apt to believe their lies. As their steel will bleeds me, lead me, lead me. Up lifelong loose rotting rungs, past this life's song poorly sung. Over abysmal ridge, move my feet, my mind with surety. Move my heart to love, stand me again on blissful plains. I give to you my body, my soul, I give to you my reins. As my faith proceeds me, lead me into a righteous state out of this shell of hate, safely into your garden, lead me. Whole with your sanctity circling inside of me, lead me home.
It's pretty cool, right? Now, getting his book published was not easy.
There was a time when I thought, I'm not going to make it. It's not going to happen.
But it did. Lots of writing, lots of revising, lots of collecting of poems, lots of rewriting.
I've been writing poetry for years. I started in elementary school, actually, and I just kept on writing and submitting and revising and writing and submitting and revising.
And all that work finally paid off. His book was published, and it's now available everywhere. First Poem of Words. It's a poetic travel journal of sorts. It's designed to share his experiences, but also to inspire with poignant thoughts, enlighten, and spread hope.
The way all the poems came out, I told the story of my travels from Chicago, Illinois to Seoul, South Korea. And there are different points in between, Germany and other places in the States. And the way it came about, it did give a holistic view of how I saw the world and its impact on me. Well, not the entire world, the world where I was circulating around and its impact on me.
While doing some research for this edition of Newsgram, I read different reviews of Jeff's work, and one reviewer said there's a rhythmic playfulness to his words. And I think that's pretty spot on. Jeff paints a colorful tapestry of language in his book, and I think you'll enjoy the way the words are put together, as well as the story that they tell. It's available online right now wherever you like to buy books, or you can visit his website, jefharrispoems.com. And there, Jeff is spelled with just one F. And that will do it for this edition of Newsgram.